What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. You know, today, guys, I really want to talk about a culture of low standards, which happens to be very evident in the black world. And obviously, I have a PhD in Negroology after been living in Black America for the majority of my life. I've then lived amongst a lot of blacks in Europe. I've spent at least 2 years of my time living in Africa. And I can tell you the mentality is the same. Take, for example, in Nigeria, Buhari. How does Buhari do a military takeover? Muhammadu Buhari. In 1983, he is then re-elected president, okay, in Nigeria in 2015. What about Obasanjo? Very similar, right? Olusegun Obasanjo, another military dictator who comes back and becomes the leader. What about Charles Taylor, the autocratic dictator who killed so many people with this a Sierra Leone and Liberian civil war? And what were people saying? He killed my ma, he killed my pa, but I'm still going to vote for him. That's low standard. Now his wife is the vice president of Liberia. But that's not enough, right? What about Jamal Harrison Bryant? Jamal Harrison Bryant gets somebody pregnant at Empowerment Temple in Baltimore. Then after that, what does he do? He gets somebody else pregnant. Then after that, gets somebody else pregnant. Then becomes the pastor. He gets a raise. After all of that, he gets elevated to what? Pastor at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. Right? Now, I'm making it as a case today, but I want to really make it as a case for Dr. Umar. Because see, here is Dr. Umar. A person who is, if you really want to, be honest, I like the brother as an intellectual. I'm a Dr. Umar fan as an intellectual. But Dr. Umar is a loser. Dr. Umar is a fraud. And Dr. Umar, despite being a loser, always is able to get to the Breakfast Club and to weigh his opinions on Black America, where that don't even have nothing. He damn near homeless. Can't get nothing started. But he can leverage his opinion and get more followers or more notoriety for doing nothing in Black America. He won't give his money to do nothing for Deion, for Jackson State or nothing. But we keep elevating that clown on that show. But that is Black America for you. Okay? Now, I want to play something from Sister Pink Book Lessons. God bless her. She's doing a really excellent job for those people. And I'm going to come back and talk about the lashes and all that. But I want you guys to hear some of the charges leveraged against Jackson State and why Dr. Umar don't even need to be in the conversation. Let's play that.
You have articles going around speaking on discrepancies in the numbers. Which numbers? We're talking about the ticket sales for Jackson State's football games during Coach Prime's time at the school. People are calling out JSU for the misuse of football funds, claiming that you had individuals stealing money from the football program by moving it to general funds and scholarships, basically stealing from Coach Prime and the players. And according to a source, they believe that has a lot to do with why Deion Sanders is leaving. Word is there was a clause in his contract between JSU and Deion Sanders that after 30,000 ticket sales, the coach will receive a percentage of the sales. That didn't happen the whole time that he was there. The data was always incorrect for the ticket sales numbers. Somehow the proceeds from thousands of ticket sales went missing. And Deion Sanders, the football team, nor the staff saw any of that money. Now, there was also a lucrative TV deal in place that Coach Prime wanted to get, but the university did not. Sources say that Coach Prime used his own money to build a new locker room, all the new designs. That came from Coach Prime's pocket. The new players' lounge, all of it. He also used his own money to feed his players. All of the fancy meals you saw the players eating, Coach Prime paid for that. When JSU went to the Celebration Bowl last year, the school didn't give any money back to athletics.
All right, guys, so you heard that, right? I want to play also this other brother. I am my setter. Shout out to this brother, right? Let me just let you listen to his response, okay?
The reason I'm so personally disappointed in Deion is I thought he was there for a movement, not for money. Meaning, Deion Sanders, the coach of Jackson State. I foresaw a situation where Deion would hire other coaches, other retired black NFL greats to coach other HBCUs. In doing so, you attract our top tier high school athletes to.
Dr. Umar, I'm from Mississippi. Well, let me tell you this. Deion Sanders created the culture because Jackson State wasn't known for a football team whatsoever. They just was known for band. Yeah, Gremlin and Jackson State. Wasn't no damn going to nobody Jackson State football game, nothing until Deion Sanders came. Let's get this understood. Now you talking about you thought he was for the culture. He was. Talk about how he used his own money to talk about how he used his own money to fund the locker room. Let's talk about how Jackson State ain't even have their name on their jersey until he came, dog. Let's talk about the culture and the money that he generated. And you see, it's brothers like you who don't know and on the outside looking in just like us.
Now, I just want to say this. Dr. Umar don't do nothing for black people. He don't give his money. He don't donate his money. All he want is his money for himself. Hit the Cash App for me. Hit the Cash App. Give me everything and do nothing. But he has the nerve to sit back and criticize somebody who actually has contributed. Why? I blame all of Black America for even allowing Dr. Umar. He should never be allowed to speak anywhere about our issues because he's proven himself to be a joke in Black America. He is a fraud. He is a thief, a con man, a liar. I'm sorry to be this brutal with it, but it's the truth. How dare you speak on somebody who give resources when all you are is an extraction? You take away stuff. You don't ever hear Dr. Umar giving nobody nothing. Not in Africa, not in Black America. And the reason why he feels like, because it's to be around him, that's enough for him, right? He feels he is so high and mighty that he is so better than everybody else. To know him, you're lucky. That needs to stop, brother. I'm sorry, no, it's not. You're a liar. And I don't know why Breakfast Club, but the reason why because the Breakfast Club is owned by, I'm gonna tell you who they owned by. White folks. Here's what we know. Black colleges, Breakfast Club, they know where our vibrational energy is. And they want somebody to come in and stir it up. We don't care that you don't produce in the black community as long as all you do is stir up the crowd. That's all we care about. Stirring up the crowd. You don't have to do anything. You can even come in and criticize people who actually do stuff in Black America. Because that's how weird Black America is, okay? It don't make no sense. We can come in and say anything that don't make no damn sense, which it don't. Don't make no sense. Don't need to make any sense. And it doesn't matter. We can be as weird as we want. Then when you don't have anything, you still got this person up here and he got his supporters like, oh, don't talk about our, it's like almost like don't talk about my pastor, who's out there, screwing all the girls and getting them pregnant, right? Or sometimes the men. I'm looking at you, Eddie Long, which is, Jamal Harris and Bryant ended up taking up for you a little bit down the line. But that's corruption. It's lying. It's stealing. And black folks are okay about that. Not all of them, but we show it. If Umar was in the white community, he'd be gone by now. And until Black America says, no, we're not going to let these clowns come in here and say any goddamn thing like that. We're not going to we will never have nothing if we are letting people like him talk. He needs to be out. He owes Black America an apology for being a crook, a liar, and a thief. He owes the people that he stole their money an apology. And you shouldn't even be talking about Prime. How dare you even fix your mouth? In 3 years, Deion did more than what your whole career has amounted to. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.